day, guys. Oh my gosh. What a hot day today. Let's wait for people to join. Tonight we have an exciting Wednesday. Couple things to give away today. And the first thing we have to give away is the gift certificate from 2 weeks ago from the Fitzroy, and Julia or Ange are going to come on soon so they can be there while we announce it. That would be fantastic. And they can tell you how to use the gift card. I could not do Wedding Wednesday last week because I had a setup to do for a birthday in a backyard. So I wasn't sure how late that was going to run because I had to clean up and all that stuff and run the event. So hopefully you guys saw photos of that and you enjoyed it. Yes, so I couldn't do it last week. But this week I'm here to announce the winners of the contest and also do Q&A. But I do have to tell you that I lost the questions to the Q&A. Like, a few people sent me questions, and I think because it went over 24 hours, I lost the questions. So if you have any questions or you wrote me a question, I'm sorry. Just send a question right now. You can ask questions throughout the whole show if you like, and we will keep the show as long as we have going, as long as we have questions. I'm just gonna wait for a bunch of people to come on. Gary, how's it going? I'm ready to run the contest. I'm going to wait for her. So if you have any questions, send them our way. I got a lot of people asking where to get the cutout for the birthday parties. If you did not know, the Booster Box does printing, invitations, and anything stationery wise. So we did those. So if you're interested in getting a cutout, life-size cutout of someone, then contact us because we can do that for you. And what else is new? I get a lot of compliments on my Stella and Dot jewelry when I'm wearing them. I think that maybe I might start selling Stella and Dot. What do you guys think? I mean, this COVID has messed everybody up. I'm still a wedding planner. I'm actually birthday planner, party planner, invitation maker. And I still am doing that, but obviously a lot of things have been postponed. So if, I think I'm going to sell Stella and Dot, guys. I'm not joking, because I get a lot of compliments when I wear their stuff. And I might just do that. Why not? Make a few bucks on the side. So I am not sure if everybody who entered the contest and all their friends are watching, but I am going to announce that. And I do have a surprise for you that I didn't announce. And what that is that we are actually going to give away a second and third prize as well. So I don't know, maybe I should do a drum roll. Can I do a drum roll? Oh, I guess I should have figured that out before I started this show. What do you think? Let me see if I can find a drum roll. Drum roll. Can I just go on YouTube and type in drum roll? Let's see. Drum roll. Okay, so I do have to tell you that I went in and I counted all the votes, all the ones that said votes. I had to double check to make sure people followed and all that fun stuff. We did turn off the commenting because the voting ended May 31st at midnight. So we shut off the commenting and then we counted everything the next day. You can see if you go on your post, it says comments end here. So if there's any comments or votes after that, then they didn't count. Sorry to say, but those were the rules. And let's see here, drum roll. Wait. Oh wait, I'm like playing two songs at once. How did that happen? Okay. Can you hear it? You hear the drum roll? It's exciting? Well, I just want to thank all of you. All the drum roll goals. I want to thank all of you for joining. It was amazing. Thanks for following. We gained a lot of new followers. Hopefully they don't leave and they keep watching. And I will email everybody who joined the contest after this. So third place, which is second runner up, which I'll email you what you win for that. You're going to get 25% off any package you want. And that is Daniela and Daniel. That is contestants number 30. They had about 409 votes. Hopefully they're watching. If they're not watching, then I will email everybody and I will message them. So contestants number 30 were our third place winners. Yay! Oh, I should like download an applause. Okay, I'm not fit for this stuff, okay? Okay, and now we're gonna do first runner-up. Second place winners are gonna get 50% off any package, which they did not know when they entered. They thought it was just for the winner. So what you're gonna get is 50% off. And second place winner is contestants number 7, Steven and Andrea. They had about 738 votes. Amazing. I love watching everybody get their friends involved. Good job. And you probably already know if you went in and you counted. I mean, props to you if you went in and counted, because me and my sister sat there and literally counted. I had to go through everything. So I hope you appreciate all the work it takes me to figure out who won. But hopefully there's no discrepancies. And I don't think there can be, because this couple won with about 130 more votes than second place. So I don't think there are going to be any discrepancies there. But I just want to say congratulations to... I can stay here all night. Okay. The winners of the wedding day coordinator. That's the day of, not full wedding planning, but there's always options to upgrade packages. We'll talk later. The winners of the day of wedding planning, wedding coordinating are contestants number 26, Paulo and Jessica. Yay! So I will email everybody if they're not watching. No, that's not the word. That's not the what I want to hear. No. Okay. So I will email everybody who entered the contest, because we'd like to give you a little something as well. And just as a thank you for joining. And congratulations to third place winners, Daniela and Daniel, with 409 votes. Contestants number 30 are getting 25% off any package. Stephen and Andrea, second place. Contestants number 7 are getting 50% off, and they had 738 votes. Amazing. And Paulo and Jessica are first place winners, day of event coordinator. Actually, you get 2, because when the booster box has a wedding, we send 2 coordinators. And so we'll just connect and make sure our dates coincide, hopefully, with everything that's going on next year. I hope we can help everybody that wants a package. We do have 3 teams that go out on one day, so we will make it happen. And the first place winners are contestants number 26, Paulo and Jessica, 867 votes. Woo woo! Yeah, I love seeing all the comments. Amazing. So if you know them, if they're watching, I haven't paid attention to see if their names are coming up. Oh, there she is. Is that her? Looks like her. Okay. I will message you anyway, private message you, and send you email, because I have everybody's emails. Okay, amazing. So, what do you guys want to talk about? It's Q&A night. Let me see if, who's this? I don't know who that is. Someone wants to join live. So I do have another prize to give away for those of you that entered the contest for $100 gift certificate to the Fitzroy, which I'm so excited for them to have an event. First of all, it's really shitty to not have any events right now. Did I say shitty? I said shitty. Because I got a new purse for my birthday. Yeah. And I finally got my Louboutins. I know that might not mean a lot to some people, but when you're 40 and you get Louboutins, because you can never get them before, and you know you gotta like plan weddings and events, it's very important. And I have nowhere to freaking wear them now. So if you guys want to do a one-on-one consultation with the booster box, I'll put my Louboutins on for you if you'd like, and I could just show you, you know, it'll make me feel important. Let's do that. Yes, but I can't wait for events to start up again, hopefully soon. I believe we're at 10 people. To be honest, I can't listen to the news anymore. Like, I was so happy to speak to you guys about everything I was hearing in the news these past few months, but now I'm just, I don't know. I'm getting very discouraged. I'm sorry to say. I'm happy that we can gather in tens. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Like, I know you can have a wedding with 10 people, but do not forget, if you want a photographer, videographer, sometimes that's 4 people already. Then you have the priest or the officiant. So really, you're inviting. Oh, and you and your fiance. Really, you can only invite 1.5 sets of parents. I mean, I don't know. Let me ask you guys some questions. Would you get married right now with 10 people? I personally would do a ceremony if I was really, you know, I wouldn't want to wait a whole year if I had to wait a year. Or some people are going to 2022 to, you know, start a family, start a life. It depends on your age as well. But I probably would have a 10-person ceremony and then have a huge party later if I really felt the need that I had to start my life. But if I really wanted, you know, a dream wedding, I don't know, I wouldn't give that up. Maybe because I'm in the industry, but yeah, it's a family event. Like I don't know, guys. Like, what are you gonna do? Have a drive-by honk by wedding? I'm not a big fan, and it's not even that. I know we've discussed this before, but even when they do, if they do, I don't know what's gonna happen. Have 100-person weddings allowed, let's say. Like, I don't know if you know, like, I'm Italian, and I don't know if you saw what I posted this week. The Arabic girl made that funny video. There's a lot of people who have families that, you know, like 600-700-person weddings. I mean, I don't know. I personally would feel sad if I didn't get to invite everybody I loved. You know, even if you had like a video camera and everybody's watching on Zoom, it's just not the same. I'm sorry. You plan this big day, why not? So how you want to, unless the date was really important, right? Like, I don't know, just postpone. You know, you might not get all the vendors that you want. Most vendors, like I've said before, have a team. So like in my case, if you don't get me, you're gonna get 2 other awesome leaders and their teams. So it'll be fine. I just you know, but I just think that some people are at a point where they want to start their life and they don't want to wait another year or 2 years. So I get it, no judgment there, but always have your party. That's all I'm saying. Even if you have to postpone it, you have to have an anniversary party, or you have a baby and you make the baptism this big thing. You know, I would do it. I'm still going to do my birthday party, or maybe we're not going to call it a birthday party, but I'm still planning on doing my charity event because you know, especially for the charity that we were going to do my 40th birthday for, you know, it was very close to my heart because we were going to do it for Waves of Change for Autism. For those of you that don't know, I used to be a behavior therapist for children with autism, and we do have someone with autism in our family as well. So it means a lot to me. So I'm going to do that, and I don't care when it happens. It's going to happen, but it needs to be like a time when we can have 500 people or more. And going back to weddings and events, even if they do say you can have 100, 200 people, you always have to keep in mind, you know, first of all, if the hall can afford to do that, because not all halls can do that. Secondly, what kind of wedding is it going to be? Because they're going to probably open up, and I hope they speak to the people in the wedding industry before they say, oh, let's throw out 100 people out there. You can have 100 people. Don't forget their staff. At least, oh my God, 20, 30 staff that have to work your wedding. Plus all the vendors you hired, which is usually like 10 people. So already you lost 40 people there. But on top of that, I mean, there were rumors of we're going to have weddings and there's no dancing. Is that what you want? I personally can't do it. I can't foresee me going to a wedding and running a wedding where all the waiters are wearing masks. It's so creepy to me. So I think we all just have to collectively pray that these events come back soon, because it's so sad. I'm so sad. I just want to have events for many reasons. I want to see people get married. It's a happy time. It's fun. I love it. I love being part of that. And I love planning it. And I love the rush of running around that day and all that stuff. And not just weddings, but every other, you know, type of event that people have. My daughter had to postpone her communion. My son had to postpone his confirmation. I don't know when they're going to be. My birthdays are being postponed. You know, I just can't wait to get back at it. And I also miss my people in the industry. Like, it's just so, you don't realize like the connection you have with the people you work with until you don't see them anymore. It's really sucky. Yeah. Would you feel comfortable going to a wedding as a guest if you were invited in the fall? Question for you. How early should your limo be? Oh, you sent me that question. Thank you. I forgot. Okay. So one of the questions is, would you feel comfortable going to a wedding as a guest if you were invited in the fall? The problem is I just don't know what the fall has in store for us. To be honest, I don't want to get attacked here, but I'm so over this COVID crap that, like, okay, when I go to a store and I go somewhere, I wear my gloves and my mask and whatever, but I'm seeing people and family, you know, more than I was before. Let's say I'm not having like huge parties, don't get me wrong, but I'm so over it. I'm so over it. So hopefully by August we'll all be over it and the industry will be over it. I don't know. And I really wish I had an answer for that. But as of right now, I've been cleared of my weddings until September 26th is the first one I have. So I have no answer for that. All I can say is take it day by day. If I was invited, to me, that means we're allowed to. To me, that means the banquet halls can do it. To me, that means, the health industry has said it's okay. Then yes, I would go. I would just watch myself. I don't normally use other people's forks. I don't normally use other people's straws and drink from other people's glasses. Not even my husband. I find it gross. Maybe I won't shake people's hands. And we're going to have to talk about, changing that. And I think someone did ask a question about, how our receiving line is going to look. I don't think we're going to have receiving lines. And I've done weddings like that before. It's just called, a mix and mingle. You don't have to shake hands. You don't have to kiss people. The box is there, or the table to put the gifts is there, and you just go and you greet and you walk away and you go eat. And the way we set up food hopefully will be a little bit, it'll be different. It'll be a little more individualized, like the birthday party I just did. We made sure everybody had their own individual boxes. No one could breathe on each other's food. No one can spit on each other's food. We might have to have those kinds of conversations. It's just going to take time. That's like with everything in life. When you go through some kind of trauma, it takes time. It takes time to accept it. It takes time to get out of your denial. It takes time to get over your anger, and it takes time to heal. And that's what we're all doing together, especially the brides and grooms. I feel so bad for them, but most of my clients have been amazing. Not freaking out, just understanding that this is what we got to do. And you want to have the wedding that you want, not they tell you can have 10 people. But I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying you have to see where you are in your life. If you can wait another year to have a wedding, wait another year. And it doesn't matter if it's on a Friday, or if it's in the winter, or if it's in April, like whatever it is, especially if you have a good planner, it'll be amazing. So, you just have to think outside the box too. You can't be, I thought I was going to have pink, and I thought I was going to have palm trees, and I thought, yeah, well, you know what? But the thing is, every year things change. Every year ideas change. And florists and wedding planners want you to think outside the box. That makes them creative as well. So it's exciting for us. It's going to be exciting to do Friday weddings. I have a few next year. So we'll see. Hopefully it all works out. So someone asked, how far in advance a limo has to come pick up the bride? Okay, so what we do is when we do itineraries, we work backwards. And, we have to say, how far do you live? How far do you live from the church? How long will it take you? Now, if it normally takes you 10 minutes to get to church, we're going to say 15. And we're going to make, the bus come 20 to 25 minutes beforehand, because you cannot forget, there is stuff that needs to go on the bus. Us at the Booster Box, we help you put everything on the bus. We don't really like the girls to carry coolers and, in their heels and all their bags. But it takes a good 10 minutes to load the bus, ask anybody else if they go to the bathroom, to, oh shoot, I forgot my shawl, I don't have my bouquet. So it takes a good 10 minutes to load. So keep that in mind. And then also, if you have a bus, the buses go slower than cars do. So if it normally takes you 10 minutes to get to the church on a regular day, again, 15 minutes instead of 10. And the other thing is, if you have a horse and carriage, they go slower than the bus. So keep in mind what kind of vehicle you're getting, because that will tell you how long, it takes a little bit longer depending on what kind of vehicle you have. And then always give yourself, 5 minutes before the ceremony is going to start. Now, people can say to me, oh my gosh, why 5 minutes? It's so close. No more than 10 minutes before it starts. Do I want you to arrive personally? Because what happens is, you have to sit in the car until I come get you, or the photographer comes and gets you, because you can't get out of the car, because people will be coming to the ceremony, first of all, from your house. If you're one of those families that everybody comes to your house, they'll be coming from your house. You have to allow them time to go park, because you don't have to park. You just get dropped at the front. Allow them time to go park. Allow them time to get out of their car. Allow them to go get a seat. And you don't want to be in the lobby lined up and people are walking in. And you don't want your fiance to see you, so we have to make sure that everybody's in their proper spot so he doesn't see you. So we don't usually bring you in until 2 minutes before it starts. So I don't really like to keep a bride like sitting in the car, especially like for 10 minutes, because that's when the nerves start. When you're sitting there like, oh my God, when do I get to go in? What's going on inside? Like, you know, do I want to do this? I don't know. So that's how I normally do it. So to answer your question, you know, I can't say how long before your, there's no specific time for everybody, like a general time for everybody. It just depends how far you live from the church and what kind of vehicle you're having, how many bridesmaids you have to load, how many people you have to load, how many things you have to load. So, and that's something we talk about in our, you know, our one-on-one that we do before your wedding. Speaking of that, I actually had an idea, and I would love to just bounce it off you guys, and you can private message me later. But what do you think about, you know, if you don't feel like you want a wedding coordinator, or you're not sure if you want a wedding coordinator, but you want someone just to help you write an itinerary? If you're interested in that, message me, because I do feel like that's something that I could do for people. So let me know your thoughts. Now we have, I think it's Jules from Fitzroyal Rentals, and we are going to give away the $100 gift certificate. So, hi Dom. Okay, let's view this. And I have to make sure I have.
Hi, Rose.
Hey, I got you.
Yes, I'm here. How are you? I'm like, I look so
Good.
tiny.
No. You enjoying the
You look
heat outside?
gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. I got a nice tan because I was at my sister's pool.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
not social distancing.
You know,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
You look great.
I mean, she had her chair, I had mine.
It's
The kids were in the pool, there's chlorine.
Yeah.
Isn't it disinfectant? It's salt water. I don't know.
That's right.
Anyway. I do what I want, okay? Are you ready to give us away?
Yes.
I'm so
$100
excited to
gift
join us.
card.
I didn't put my name in there, but
Well,
I'm kind of sad about it. Okay, I'm doing it on an app. It's
Okay.
always worked for me. Let's hope it works.
okay.
So I'm going to start. Let me see. Hold on.
Drum
Make sure
roll.
it Ooh, that's Oh, well, it's giving me 20 seconds to load.
Oh,
You can
okay.
tell us about your day. Okay, so how are they going to pick up this certificate from you? And if they have to rent something, why don't you tell them a little bit how it's going to work?
We can just email it, to be honest, even though we do have physical cards, but in this case we can just email it. And they can either come in store, because now we are able to do private appointments in our studio, so you can come in, try on dresses. So if it is for a future date or future event, even if it's way later in the year or next year, we can still book it for you, and then we can redeem the certificate in store. Yeah, and that's it. Or we can do it over the phone even.
So for those of you who don't know and weren't watching the show and didn't enter the contest, boo-hoo for them, want to explain just a little bit about what you do?
Yes. So
Just in case.
we at the Fitzroy, we're a dress rental service, and you can rent dresses for any occasion, from more of a casual backyard thing up into a gala gown. We've got over 2,000 dresses. You can rent for a 4-day or 8-day or even longer if needed. And we ship across Canada. So if you are in the Toronto area, then you can come in and try on dresses, and then you can even take it with you same day, or you book it for a future date. Like, you can even book a month or 2 or 3 in advance. And if you're not in the greater Toronto area, then you can just rent online, and we ship it to you. We ship across Canada.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm excited. I can't wait to come, I swear. So
oh my God.
I can do a one-on-one with you now.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yes. Done.
Let's do it. I'll videotape.
We're
gonna
party. We'll have some bubbles. That's how we roll.
Just me? Just me.
Yeah.
Like, how many people are you allowing in at a time? One.
We're as of right now, we're doing one-on-one until right now our staff they're not. It's Ange and I just doing one-on-one appointments. But you're getting the truly VIP experience, like the place to yourselves and us as your.
Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're doing it. I'm dressed up. I'll bring my Louboutin. I have to change my size though, because I was saying I got Louboutins for my birthday.
Oh,
nice. And yeah, 40. I mean, and
as you should.
The sizes are weird. Like, they're not. I don't know. So I know someone else who got them too, and everybody buys a size that's not theirs. Like to buy a size bigger.
Oh,
Now I have
okay,
to
good to
go
know.
drag my butt to a mall and figure it out. Anyways, okay, so now I'm gonna go. This is what it looks like, and I press the start button,
Okay,
and a winning should pop up. Let's hopefully it works. Okay.
okay, I'm excited.
Good luck.
Whoa, 3, 2, 1. Winner is, I can't read it.
Okay, I'll tell you who it is. Teresa underscore Pantalone underscore Colonna.
Teresa
That,
Pantalone.
so I will message you her name, and I will also message her and let her know that she won. And then you guys can just connect and
Awesome.
figure out how for her to come there.
Okay, perfect. Well, congrats,
So,
Teresa. Thank you, Rose.
you're welcome. We'll
This.
see each other soon. We're gonna
Yeah.
talk.
Yes, you just tell me when. We're making it.
I feel like I need to get dressed up.
We
I
all
do.
do. We need
Yeah.
to pick me up for sure.
How about I just come every weekend? I just come walk around, try stuff, and walk around, and
Please, yeah. You can do your Wednesday video from there, Wedding Wednesday.
yeah, we'll call it like quarantine, the cure to quarantine or something.
I love that.
Make yourself feel better. We'll get some makeup artists to come. Oh, it'll be awesome.
Done.
I don't know. You're not to get makeup done yet. Like, can you imagine 6 feet apart makeup? You know the way they do like the news and they have a.
Pray.
All right, I'll do my own makeup. Damn it. Okay.
Well,
We will talk.
I'm seeing makeup artists doing the virtual session where they're telling you how to do it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
I don't know about that.
don't know.
I mean, we can try. I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Go enjoy your time with your family, and I really appreciate you coming on. I will send you her information after the show. Okay?
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Okay, so congratulations again, Teresa Pantalone Colonna. I gotta write that down before I lose her. I don't know if she's watching, but I will message her. If you know her, let her know. And we can figure out how she gets her $100 gift certificate for a dress that she can wear whenever she wants. Okay, I'm guessing it depends on the church, but can you ask to ensure the priest has a microphone when you say your vows? Yeah, you could ask. A lot of priests are different. Some will have it and they'll like pass it over. Some will have it on them and it's strong enough for them to hear everyone. So it just depends on the place. I don't know if I answered your question. Which story was hers? I'm not sure what we're talking about. How would you approach kindly ask the priest to not stand right behind you during the kiss? There are some priests who naturally do that. Like that's something that they do. You know, every church is different. We even have issues like, when you have the chairs there, I like to, because you get up and you go sign usually and you come back, and then we like to move the chairs. But it happened once where I almost moved the chairs and the priest made them sit down again to like make announcements. Some priests will do the final prayer and then make you kiss. Some priests will make you kiss and then do the final prayer. So yes, you could have a conversation with the priest in your meeting beforehand. Good luck with that, because there are some priests that are very strict in their rules. For no reason at all, they are fighting you on things that really have nothing to do with Jesus or God. I mean, but some of them try to put you in your place and say, this is not about your camera. This is not about your pictures. So you might get that. So just know that you are walking into I don't know. You might be walking into some pushback on that, but I mean, it doesn't have to hurt to ask. It never hurts to ask. And like I always say, never hurts to communicate with people. Some people don't know how to communicate properly and they might not respond nicely to you, but it doesn't hurt to ask. And if you don't ask, you'll never know, right? He loves my fiance. He wants him to be a priest. Which church is it again? Did Teresa win the coordinator for the day? No. Teresa Pantalone Colonna won a $100 gift certificate to the Fitzroy. It's a dress rental place. So, Kimberly, I don't know the priest there. Sorry. But tell your husband, tell your fiance to ask then. If you ask, you shall receive. Is that like from the Bible? I don't remember. uh, he's a different priest, just using the church. All I have to say is you gotta ask them. I have no. Just watch how you approach it sometimes. That's all. Who has other questions? If there are no questions, then we're cutting Wedding Wednesday short today because I don't have a guest. Unless someone wants to come on and talk. You guys, anyone want to come live with me? I'll get him to butter him up. Yes. Can I ask if you can recommend your top 5 choices in Vaughan Woodbridge? Top 5 choices for what? Oh, churches. Oh, well, my number 1 church. So there's okay, I can buy stuff. Okay. So there's do I like the church or do I like the priest? Because those are different questions. There are some churches that, have windows and they're awkward, and I don't like that as much because you don't get the surprise when the bride opens the door. You really have to hide the groom when he comes by. So that's a little more difficult. There's some churches that don't have aisles on, like you can't walk on the sides, which guests have to go down the middle, which sometimes ruins the decoration. I don't like that. But my top 5 churches to go to. So St. Peter's is my favorite. I just love Father Mike. I don't care what the church looks like, and it's not an ugly looking church. And they're renovating too now, actually. They're painting, if you didn't know. They're painting during quarantine. But I just love Father Mike because he is a human. I'm actually going to have him on Wedding Wednesday one day. I really am. He said he would, and I just didn't get around to doing it. So I'm going to put him on. He's just a people, like he's a person, like he's a human. He doesn't act like he's above you. And that's one thing I don't like about some priests, that they act like they're above you and they're high and mighty, and whatever they said came right from Jesus's mouth, which is not the case. Like Jesus didn't say you can't walk. Jesus didn't say you can't cross your legs in church. Okay, I've had a priest say that. Yeah, so Father Mike is, yes, he is amazing. People are commenting. I love Father Mike. And he married me. So, okay. Sorry, I'm reading questions and answering at the same time. Number 1. Number 2, I love Father Ernie at St. David's. He takes getting used to, just because when he talks, he sounds like he sings. But he's great. He's very nice. Has never fought me on anything. They have another coordinator, like an extra coordinator for you at that church when you go. So that's fantastic. So then when you have 3 coordinators when you hire us. Yeah, but he's very sweet and approachable, and he's also not one of those high and mighty priests. Father Eugene at Immaculate he's strict, not gonna lie, but he is so entertaining. So entertaining. Like he sings, he gets people clapping, and I just love that. So if you just respect, then you have an amazing ceremony. Let's see, who else? Did you tell me to pick 5? How many churches are there in Woodbridge? The next one in Woodbridge, I would say, is St. Margaret Mary. I can't remember his name. There's two. There's a Filipino priest there. I forget his name. But he's very, again, very nice. He's funny. He's very friendly. He lets you do what you want. There are always rules, but I've never had any problems there. Father Ronnie, yes. Thank you. Yeah, he's so cute. So I never those Woodbridge Maple churches, I've never had a problem. There are 2 other churches in Woodbridge that I don't love going to. I'm not gonna say who they are, but the priests are. They have a God complex. Exactly. Is that what it is? Is that even a word? Alessia, you're watching. Is that a word? My cousin's a psychotherapist, and she's gonna tell me if that's even a thing. But they have this like high and mighty complex. Like they don't even want to listen to you. Like you're beneath them. Like, why are you in my church? What do you want from me? Are you coming into my church to tell me what to do? Like they just attack you like when they don't even know you. So they know me now, and they have no choice but to have me there. But yeah, So, I mean, there's just some churches that priests that make me a little uncomfortable, but it doesn't matter because I have a personality that I can deal with anybody. And if they really need to be told, I don't care if they're a priest. Sorry, whoever's watching, I will tell them. I've never heard of the God complex. Yeah, we're making it a God complex. Okay. Okay. So someone else asked about banquet halls. Have any banquet halls closed permanently during the pandemic? The only one that I've heard of that is not closed but have changed owners is Primavera Banquet Hall. The people who were running it moved to, they're going to be opening up where Supreme is. I don't know if you know Supreme, but it's west in Langstaff. And they're renovating that. And the old owners that used to run Primavera are coming back there. So if you were getting married at Primavera, you're now either going to have new people running your wedding or you're moving to Supreme. That's all I heard for closure so far, but they're still, I talk to, owners of banquet halls all the time, and they're still just wishing and hoping, a lot of them, that they survive, that, they have to pay rent and it's hard, yeah. Okay, so what breakfast items, lunch items would you recommend for the bridal party pack? I always wanted to do this. So if you like this, show me out. Maybe I'll think about starting to do it. I was just not really wanting to deliver at 5 in the morning. But I always wanted to do this breakfast for brides thing. So you order from us what you want. We have like 3 menu options. Usually what I see is croissants, bagels, cheese, fruit, cream cheese, and then, usually brides they'll have a take 10, like a Tim's coffee or whatever, and they bring that to the salon or they'll do it at the house. But I've seen people go extravagant on their breakfasts, quiches and omelets and all kinds of stuff. But it's not always just for the bridal party. It ends up like if they have an earlier ceremony, then the guests have that as well. So you have to kind of see what time your ceremony's at. If you're having, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, you're getting your hair and makeup done. Not everybody's hungry at the time. They'll just have a coffee, but then they'll eat after. And you must eat before you leave to go to the wedding, to go to the ceremony. I always ask that everybody eat, part of my job, but the bride, I will shove food down her throat. If you know me, I will literally, I don't care if it's a cookie and a shot in the morning, but something's got to go down your throat because I don't need you fainting at your wedding. No way. Who won the wedding coordinator prize? Was that already announced? Yes, it was. And the first place winners were Paulo and Jessica. Contestants number 26. Mini pancakes. Yes, it all depends on where you're having it. If it's at your house, yes. But something like that can get cold easily, right? So it's not something you want to bring to a salon. Okay. Do you think the parents should say a speech at the wedding? Be honest with you, when I hear my dad wants to do a speech, I'm like, ugh. Because it's another speech on the list of things we have to get through, but we always put it in. But you know what? To be honest with you, it's so touching and fathers are so surprising when they do speeches. Some of the father speeches are like hilarious, and then they're the most entertaining ones, to be honest. But then you get into the thing too, like if my parents are going to do a speech, isn't it right if his parents do a speech? Like his parents are going to look bad and all that stuff. So then you're really adding 2 speeches to your evening. So just keep in mind, the more speeches you do, the longer your evening might go for dinner. But I've also had like both fathers do a speech together, or mothers, and that works out. But it is touching. We've also done speeches with the father or mother, and then in the background there's like pictures of them, father daughter as when she was a child and all that stuff. And it's very sweet. So we've coordinated that. A lot of times when we do father speeches, mother speeches, I like to do the father speech, and then he dances with the daughter right after, and then the mother speech that side, the groom side, and then dance right after. That's how I like to do it. If you're having a Friday ceremony, would you stick to the same schedule as if it was on a Saturday, example 1 p.m. church? Personally, I would not. I would make my ceremony late. But when it's later, you have to be open to doing a bride-groom reveal, a first look, because it's hard to do like a 4 o'clock ceremony and then leave for an hour and do pictures. You only get an hour worth of pictures. It has to be somewhere close, unless you're, your venue is somewhere where you take pictures on site. So you have to keep that all in mind. But I probably wouldn't do it any earlier than 3. People work. It's true. You could do whatever you want. Important people will take the day off work for you. So it all depends on how you feel about that. What about lunch, since you're on the go? Yes, please do not forget to pack panini or whatever it is for your bus, for your bridal party. It doesn't matter what time your ceremony is. Well, sorry, unless your ceremony is at 3 and they eat right beforehand. But a lot of people are too nervous to eat. So pack, it's usually panini. And the reason why I say that, it's sandwiches, is because it's dry. Like no mayonnaise, no pizza with sauce, nothing that's going to dirty your dress. And you might say, oh, I'm a clean eater. I'm fine. Yeah, but the drunken, like, usher over there, who's carrying a glass of Coke, he's going to trip over on the bus because he's all like, woo, and then it's going to go all over you. So no colored drinks either. I always recommend on the bus, when you pack your cooler, no colored drinks. You can have champagne. I mean, it's not really a color. Vodka, Sprite. Try to stay away from the Coke. Stay away from the red wine. The bus is moving. The bus is bumpy. People are drunk. Don't complain to me after. That's all I'm saying. Do you still have couples that have hold on to their fall dates this year? Yes, I mentioned before that I do have a wedding still in September. I have an October wedding that's about to move. I'm pretty sure she emailed me recently to ask me if I had dates available for the new year. So that might be moving. I have 2 in November, one of which has moved from May. So she's probably like really waiting not to move it again because I already moved it once. And I have one in December who's moved from July. I really hope the December one goes through. It's New Year's Eve. But I don't know. Some halls are not letting you move yet, to be honest. They're still trying to go, they're trying to do it in order. They're trying to give people a chance, if their wedding's in August, to move their date before you if you're in October. And unfortunately, I know you might think, oh, it should be first come, first serve, but they're trying to be fair to everybody and understand that there's a process, because when you call and you say, I want 3 dates that are available for me next year, and I need to go ask my photographer, my videographer, and my parents, and my cousin, and this and that. Sometimes it takes like a whole week for a bride and groom to get back to the venue, and the venue's just waiting for them to get back. And so they can't help you for like a week. So keep that in mind. I really appreciate your patience. Every bride and groom out there, be patient. We are doing our best. We've never gone through this before. We're trying to accommodate everybody. We're trying not to piss people off, the venues and every other vendor in the industry. So I really appreciate your patience. And again, I'm going to say it all the time. Have conversations with people before you get angry. You never know where they're coming from. You never know what's behind there. If you think they're ignoring your phone calls, they're probably not. They probably have a million other phone calls. They probably also are trying to teach their children school, because a lot of us are going through that. So just, keep an open mind, be empathetic. And I really appreciate that. Do you still, okay, I answered that. Do you think the slideshow should include you growing up with your friends, or should it only be photos of the couple? If you mean a slideshow that's running throughout the evening while you eat dinner, sure, it could include your friends. Just, I would make it even so your fiance has just as many pictures as you, and some with you and some without you. There's nothing wrong with that. What I love? I love the live Instagram feed. I've always loved that, because what happens is people take pictures at your wedding, they put in your hashtag, and it goes up on the screen, and they love it. People love it. Oh my God, that's us. We just took that picture. So that's cool. There's an extra cost to that, and then that hashtag always stays. So you can just go onto your Instagram after and look up the hashtag, and you can see all the pictures everyone took. It's kind of like when we were in the 90s and people used to put the little disposable cameras. I don't know how old you guys are, but we used to put little disposable cameras on the table, and that whole table would take a camera and they would take all these pictures, and you wouldn't see these pictures until you went to the store to develop them. It was fun. Yeah. But now we have technology. So if you're a postponed bride, what would you do on your original wedding date? If I was a postponed bride, I would get together with my fiance. I wouldn't really care to be with my whole family. I would just want to get together with my fiance. What my brides are doing, what a lot of people have experienced is, a drive-by, just like birthdays, and their friends are bringing them gifts to make them feel better and flowers and whatever. So if that's all, all day, that's fine, or have like a window. But for the evening, personally, I would make it a date night because I'm sure you date already. I would get some nice champagne, wine, whatever it is, order in some food, and just have a nice night. Me and my fiance. I know it's COVID, but I'm sure you can figure out a way, like you did when you were teenagers. I'm just saying. Okay, good idea on paninis, yes. Recommendations on transportation companies for the day of. Oh, there's so many. You can private message me, but I use Lucid Limos a lot. You know what? You have to email me or private message me because actually have a list of limo companies I will never use again. Because there's been a few times that limo companies have not shown up, or they've shown up way too late for my liking, or they break down, they don't show up. And I know things happen, but sometimes even the way they handle it is just, people make mistakes, but the way you handle it, sorry, never again. That is one thing. I've had to drive bridal parties to church in my minivan. Minivan that my kids have like thrown the Cheerios all over. So yeah. Any places you know of to host small altar wedding, hoping some restrictions will be lifted and maybe they'll allow it. I was thinking about that the other day. I guess it doesn't spread as easily outdoors. I guess that makes sense. There outdoor weddings, like Graydon Hall does that. The thing is this, once again, it's not, I don't want to sound, but it's not worth it for some venues to open up to do a party for you for 20 people. It's not worth it. Like whatever you're going to pay, even if you pay $300 a plate, it's not worth it for them to open. It's not worth it for them to open up their kitchen, get all this stuff, this food, pay all their staff, pay their servers, turn on their lights. It's not worth it. So you might have, okay, you're saying it's outdoor, but I mean, they still have to use the inside to cook, and people need the bathroom and all that stuff. So you'd have to call them up and see if they're willing to do that, because I don't know. Right now, I'm not sure. Even if they allow you, I don't know if the venues can do it financially. I'm the mother of the bride. My future son-in-law's mother passed away. Would it be okay asked to have the honor to dance with him or his? Oh, that's amazing, Rena. I would like. I think that's amazing. I think that maybe it's something you should talk about beforehand. Obviously, because it has to be scheduled in, and also you want him to and just tell him, be honest with me. If you feel like I'm replacing your mom, then I won't do it. But you can also consider, if to make him feel better, you can consider doing a dance where you're dancing with him and then your daughter dances with his dad at the same time, because I've seen that happen before. So I would have a conversation with him beforehand, just so you're not putting him on the spot on the day of. But I love that idea. That's amazing. Okay. My mom passed away and my brother was panicked on who to pick, so I asked him if he wanted me to dance with him. And my brother, oh, that's so, I'm sorry, I have to read that again to make sure I understood it. That's beautiful. That's amazing. And there's nothing wrong with you dancing with your brother. And either way, on your brother's wedding day, I think you should have a dance with your brother. Maybe it doesn't have to be this special announcement, but make a point to dance with them throughout the evening. But I love that idea, and hopefully he loved it too. Does he have someone else from his family, his sister and aunt? I would ask your daughter what she thinks before you ask. You could ask your daughter first. I by no means do I think it's offensive. You're technically supposed to become, his mother. You'll be his mother-in-law, so I don't see anything wrong with that. I have a child walking around. It's COVID. No one wants to go to sleep. Okay. Godmother is also an option. Yes, that's true. I see a comment here, photos of the couple. I'm not sure what that means. I would say no, he should dance with someone from his family, a sibling and aunt. I like the idea, but it's totally up to you guys. Like I said, have a conversation. And if you don't get that special dance with him at some point during the evening, I think you should dance with him as well. It's nice. People better use my hashtag. Yeah. What do I think about weddings early 2021 May? So May is not that early 2021. Like January, February, March would be early 2021. Um, I'm not personally concerned about those weddings, but for me, I'm not concerned. Um, but I wasn't concerned for this fall either when this started, so I don't know what to tell you. Again, I'm not a health professional. Um, the only thing I've overheard is what if we have a second wave? And if we do, it will be throughout the winter. I think the winter weddings will be affected by that, but I don't know what to tell you. All I can say is wait. There's no reason for you to move anything right now. And wait because you want to keep your 2021 date. The moment you lose your 2021 date, you're not going to get it back because all the people from this year are trying to get those dates. That's unfortunately what's happening now. So lay off for a bit. You know, you don't have to make your invites yet. So just, I would lay off for a bit and just see where this goes because I have no idea. I would love that list, please. What are we talking about? Oh, do not hire list. Yeah. I will give you some people to hire. I don't know if I'll give you a do not hire list because I might get in trouble for that. But yeah. Hey, Francesca. Hey, Lisa. I miss watching the lives. Yes. Oops. Who else is saying hi? Big Papa, hi. Okay, my dad passed away, and I was thinking asking my mom to walk me down the aisle and for my first dance. Would that be okay? I think whatever you want is okay. The only thing is that there are some priests that are weird about mothers walking their daughters down the aisle. Don't ask, but ask them. But let them know first. And if they say no, I would fight them on it tooth and nail. I'll come fight for you because it's ridiculous. So yes, have your mother walk you down the aisle for sure. Dance with her again. That's if you feel comfortable. Some people find it weird for two women to be dancing. You didn't say what kind of song it had to be. It doesn't have to be a slow song. It just can have some funky, you know, I don't know how young your mom is, but you know, if it was my mom, we'd probably do some like 60s dance because that's the type of music she likes. So think outside the box as well. It doesn't have to be a slow dance. It doesn't have to be a devastating dance either. I mean, see what's comfortable for you. Don't let anybody tell you what's okay, what's not okay for that. Sorry. I moved from September 2020 to May 2021. I really hope May 2021 is fine. I wouldn't be worried about that. Again, I don't know. Pretty soon I'm gonna get a new profession. If I have to worry about May 2021, yeah. So let's see. Bianca, one of my friends did both. It was beautiful. She had photos of her and her father in the background while they danced. Yes. What about mid-April? For me, mid-April is the same as me. Talking about next year, that's my answer. Okay. My daughter's wedding was June 2021 and moved, sorry, January. I read that wrong. And moved to May. I hope it's okay. What do you think? I think that's a good idea. I think that's safe. The January people are starting to worry. So I think that's safe. The hall only had April 21 for me. Should I be worried? No. Why? I don't think you should be worried. Um, Again, guys, it's just my opinion because if we have another wave, I don't know what to tell you. But you know, this Trinity Bellwood things happen and like there was so many people there and apparently the COVID numbers didn't go up. So that's a good sign. Bianca, they danced to You Raise Me Up by Josh. Oh, one thing I wanted to say before about St. David's is if you're getting married there, you got to ask for Chris Dallo. That's all I'm saying. He's got to be your singer. Okay? Tell him I said so. Makeup touch-ups. How long do they take? You know what? Makeup touch-up, I mean, I would give it at least half an hour. If normal makeup takes 45 minutes, it all depends too. How much did you sweat? Did it rain? Did it like, I don't know. But I would always put in a good half an hour at least in your schedule for that. Just keep in mind that doing a makeup touch-up at the hall delays stuff. It delays you taking family photos. It delays you starting your receiving line. It might delay your dinner. So it has to be scheduled in properly because we never know when you're going to come back from your photos to do that. Unless you're talking about touch-up before your photo. But usually people do touch-ups before they walk in to the banquet hall. Wedding Wednesday Live's essential service. Yeah, no one's paying me to do it though. Yeah, guys, let's talk about how we're gonna get a Wedding Wednesday onto TV. Can we do that? Anybody have any connections for me? Let's all will it to come. Where I have my own talk show and with a couch and I have brides come on, I have professionals come on. Wouldn't that be so much fun? Yeah. Do you think antipasto bars will be a thing summer 2021? Um, plated antipasto might come back. That's a good question. And there's nothing wrong with plated antipasto. But if there is antipasto bars, it wouldn't be antipasto bars. It'd be more like stations where you go, you grab your thing and you leave and you come back and you drop your plate, or it's in a little box or it's in one little spoon. So you just grab one thing. It's not where you have to take a spoon and put it in your plate and then maybe drop it on something else and breathe on like the whole tray of food. It might be boxed. I don't know. We'll talk about that. Chefs. What did you say? Can't cook. All I see is chefs. I don't know what that means. Oh my God, you should for sure. Get me some connections, guys. You know what? I actually emailed TLC. Was it TLC? Like a while back. Say, hey, you need a wedding talk show. Nobody has a wedding talk show. So like, guys, will it to come for me? They didn't respond, but me and maybe I'll just call up Jessica Mulrooney and we'll do it together. Okay. I know someone that works for breakfast television. I'll set you up. Girl, what's going on? I want my own show. I don't just want to be on breakfast television one time, okay? Do you think the hall will charge more for the change with the antipasto bar? No, I think it should be the same. Usually it is. Usually antipasto bar costs more because you have way more things on there, or way more options, and way more things you have to cook. But, I don't know. Again, everybody's different. You need to talk to them. No. Try to get on City Line. Yeah, good idea. It sucks right now though, because it's all like, on Zoom and stuff. Guys, what time is it? Because I have to make sure we don't get cut off. What's the latest you should be moving your wedding? 3 months out? Yes, because you have to send out invites. Maybe even 2 months out is okay, but then you don't have time to make the invites. So that's the only problem. But I do know that there are some venues that are only allowing you 60 days out. It's only because that's what's been happening. That's just happens to be how far they can go. It's not just a rule they made up. It's because they're behind on. Oh, I did that, didn't I? Pause that. Okay. But I do think we have to go now. What about showers with the less people at a hall come late this year? I think they'll be fine. I think if you're comfortable putting families together, you might have less people at a table. But again, I don't know what's going to happen with the venues. I don't know how far apart your tables have to be. I don't know if they're going to have to wear masks at the people serving. So let's take all that into account. Even if they allow you, what are going to be the rules at the event? And is that good enough for you? I know there's no dancing at showers usually, so it might work. Yeah. Anyway, I love doing Q&A with you guys. And I love doing Wedding Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited for the winners. I will email you, and hopefully we can connect with a date that works and a date that stays and a date that doesn't move due to COVID. So whatever it is, I will help you out. We will get it done, and I'm going to put my music on now. Good night. You like my dancing? Too bad. Good night. Thank you for watching. Ciao, ciao.